Hey guys, I'm here with Stephen Drake, and we are at the Rome Tennis Center, and we're not outside right now because it is really windy, and I want y'all to be able to hear us. But we are going to learn all about pickleball. So this is new for me and Leslie. We don't know anything about pickleball, but Stephen has showed us out there and taught us a little bit about it now. And you are the USA Pickleball Ambassador for the Georgia Southeast region based here in Rome. That was a lot for me to remember. So this is Stephen Drake. So can you just tell us a little bit about what pickleball is?
It's a sport that kind of grew out of a necessity. Some folks that were coming back from a long vacation, kids were tired. They had a tennis net in their backyard, but the kids were restless, so they lowered the net, they got them some ping pong paddles, they started making up a little game. This was in 1965. And it was laid kind of dormant for many years, but in the last few years it has just exploded into the fastest growing sport in America. I think in the last there are right now almost 5 million pickleball players in America. And so I've heard that it's not only the fastest growing sport in America, but the fastest growing sport in the history of America. So it's a new thing for a lot of people, but it's more than a program, it's more like a movement, and it's coming to your back door.
Yeah.
Even with the wind.
Yeah, even with the wind, all the courts are full out there, and people are just out there, and you can tell that they're having a really good time just being out there together.
And it's February.
Yeah, it's February and really windy. So why do you think it has been such a big hit here in Rome, Georgia?
Well, I can only say I didn't know anything about it. I was a racquetball player, and then COVID shut the racquetball courts down. Somebody said we can play pickleball. Bill Thornton, who's the kind of the patron saint of pickleball in town, an older gentleman, was going to give some lessons. So I went out there with some friends, and in just 5 or 10 minutes, I was saying to myself, I can play this game. I'm mobile enough, even at my age, I'm 74 now, I'm still mobile enough to play this sport because it's a smaller court than a tennis court. In fact, you can put 2 pickleball courts into 1 tennis court, and so I can cover that amount of ground. And if I've already had the technique of tennis, ping pong, racquetball, even a little baseball, and so I caught on quickly and got involved. I found new friends that I just really enjoy, and it's multiplied my social life, and so I think that's one of the main reasons is that it's a very social sport. The people are kind, not a lot of griping and argument. Once in a while, somebody gets a spur in their saddle, but not very often, and so it brings people back.
Yeah. So how has it been such a positive influence in our community, in Rome's community?
Well, Steve Bennett, who's a judge here in town, was the ambassador at the time, and he talked to the city fathers or somebody downtown and got them to cover some tennis courts that we had at this facility and make them dedicated pickleball courts. And so once that happened, people that were going to the outlying tennis courts that were taped off for tennis and pickleball, there's all kind of tape, kind of hard to see the lines. They found out, well, we have 22 brand new dedicated pickleball courts. They started showing up. Then the tennis director at the Derry Tennis Center, Colt Gadsden, hired our pro here, Alex Toro, and he got lessons going, he got programs going, he got tournaments going and mixers going. We have this room here that we put tables in, and everybody brings little treats, and so there's eating fellowship and talking, some talking trash, but it's a lot of fun. I think fun, food, fellowship, competition. To have something that a 74-year-old can compete at is really attractive to me.
Yeah.
Guys like competition, and this gives.
And it's a large age range because there are youth out there from a church out there playing, and then so it's not age specific; it's a wide age range.
It started off to be more of an older person because we're less mobile than the young guys, but the fastest growing group in all pickleball is between the ages of 18 and 34. That's the most increase in that age group.
All right. Where would someone that wanted to get involved in pickleball, what kind of resources, where would they need to go, and where would they need to look? Like,
Well, I would just come right here if you're local to Rome, Georgia. Just come right here, come to the top steps, go in there, and usually you can say, "Where's Steve Drake?" And they'll say, "He's that guy down there." I've got extra paddles, I've got extra balls, and we can give them some basic things how to get started. But for lessons, our pro Alex here is an excellent teacher. He gives a lot of lessons. Sometimes he's so busy he can't ever play with us. But people can take lessons from him, pick the game up very quickly. They get the right technique and the right tactic. And you need both of those things to play a good game. And so as soon as he gets those things embedded in a person's repertoire, he starts playing with them. After the lesson is over, he sends them out there to play with us. We welcome them in. Sometimes they have to get up to speed, but it doesn't take long at all for them to really enjoy playing the game.
okay. All right, and we are here at the Rome Tennis Center, right next to the Barron Stadium, and we're in the bottom half of the building with all the steps. So that's where we're at right now, and that's where he said to come and get more information. We did try to get Alex to join us on our video, but he was camera shy. But yeah, this is just interesting, and we were talking earlier, it doesn't cost very much per day to be out here on the courts, and you pay by the year, so you can pay by the year or pay by the day. So it's not an expensive sport.
Right.
And so it's just, is there anything else you want to add?
Well, it's not expensive, but if you're an addict like I am, and like you will be if you get started, I'm kind of paddle poor. I've got 14 or 15 paddles, and so you can make it as expensive as you want to make it, but it's not expensive if you don't want to.
Okay, and I'm sure everybody is wondering, this little guy is the mascot, Everett.
Everett?
Everett, he's the little mascot around here, so.
Well, everybody loves Everett. He sits in a chair and watches me play, and then as soon as the game is over, we walk to the net and click paddles. He knows that's his sign to jump down from the chair and go out and congratulate everybody.
That's so much fun. All right, thank you so much for telling us all about pickleball, and we're going to share more with you in a few days on our website, so be watching for that. Thank you.
Anything else to say?
Oh, is there anything else you want to say?
No, just thank you guys for coming and letting the folks in this area know about this great sport. You'd love it if you tried it.
All right, guys. See you later.